Hi there. So I have this guitar up on eBay, and literally I got dozens and dozens of questions about, and it tends to be the same question over and over again. So rather than trying to answer each one of you individually, I figured we'd put together a quick little video and show you what the guitar looks like from as many angles as I can get on this little rinky-dink camcorder, and perhaps do a couple of quick sound samples. So the first question that I get is, well, why are you selling it? Sarah Jean, pan over here. That's why. Because there's too many other instruments that are in the house. Sarah Jean, back over here. So, in fact, I have a Les Paul baritone that I tend to use quite a bit more often. This is actually my cousin's guitar, and he's in a case where he's got even more instruments, so I'm selling this on his behalf. So that being said, the guitar. The first question I get over and over again is, what's the condition of the guitar? And if I look at this guy, it's really in good shape. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to try to scroll the camera around and let you get a good idea of what shape the guitar is in. The hardware is all intact, and I guess it's nickel-plated hardware here. It all tends to be in good shape. There's a little bit of a smudginess, if you want to call it that, around the Bigsby area on the top over here. It gets a little bit cruddy over time. I guess cruddy's not the right word. But in terms of the finish itself, it doesn't even look like a paint per se. It's like they layered some kind of material on top, and I'm not enough of a hardware guy to tell you what it is. But I can't see any dings in the hardware at any angle. So if I look around here, you're going to see that, I don't know how well it's going to come out on the camera, but really it's not, you can't really tell if there's any problems, because I just can't see if there are, I really can't see any. It really looks like it's in great condition. If you look at the headstock looks like it's in great shape as well. The fretwear that out between the frets here, there's literally no fretwear to speak of. There's no grime on the fretboard, so it should be pretty much good to go. If you look at the curvature of the neck, it is pretty straight. I have like about tenths of a 0.01 10,000ths of an inch of relief on either edge of the fretboard, and you'll see it's a single truss rod that's at the top here. The second question I get all the time is about the gauge of strings that I'm using on this thing. It's sold as a baritone. Some folks have been stringing them up, and like my cousin had done here, strung it up as a bass 6. So instead of going from B to B, it's going from a lower E to an E. So the first string over here is equivalent to the 6th string on a regular guitar. So the question that keeps coming up is about whatever network was done to accommodate the larger strings, and the answer is none. Literally, if you take a look at the nut here, especially on the bass side strings, the strings are literally laying on top of the nut. They're not filling out the groove, i.e. the nut was not recut, it was not regrooved to accommodate the bass strings. Rather, the strings are just laying on top of the nut here a little bit. So that's why I say in the posting, you have the choice of either restringing this with baritone strings, or if you're going to use this in a real application, I mean, literally this thing's unused, right? For all intents and purposes. This was never gigged out. So you either restring this with baritone gauge strings, or if you really want to use this as a bass 6, then you're going to want to probably cut out wider grooves to accommodate the heavier gauge strings. That being said, looking on the neck side, there's really not any issues to speak of. I mean, this is in wonderful condition, so hopefully you enjoy bidding on this thing. I'll take a couple of quick sound samples and put them at the end of this video here, so you get an idea of what this thing sounds like. So happy bidding, hope you enjoy it, take care.